Serie A is the highest professional football division in Italy, widely regarded as one of the top leagues in European and world football. It was founded in 1898 and has since developed into a competition that attracts some of the best football talent globally. Over the years, Serie A has evolved into a battleground for both domestic and international teams, with clubs battling not only for domestic supremacy, but also for qualification to European competitions like the UEFA Champions League and Europa League. The league is contested by 20 teams, and the season typically runs from August to May. It follows a round-robin format, with each team playing 38 matches, facing every other team twice, once at home and once away. At the end of the season, the team with the most points is crowned Serie A champion, while the bottom three teams are relegated to Serie B, Italy's second-tier league. Historically, Serie A has been home to many of the greatest clubs and players in football history. Some of the most successful teams in the league include Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, and AS Roma. Juventus has been particularly dominant, winning numerous league titles, while AC Milan and Inter Milan have also had periods of supremacy, particularly in the 1980s and 1990s. The competition has attracted many of the world's best players, with legends like Roberto Baggio, Paolo Maldini, Francesco Totti, and more recently, Cristiano Ronaldo gracing its fields. The league is known for its tactical approach to the game, emphasizing defensive solidity and tactical discipline, although in recent years there has been a shift towards a more attacking style. Italian clubs have a reputation for having some of the best defenses in the world, with players like Gianluigi Buffon, Paolo Maldini, and Fabio Cannavaro solidifying this reputation. This emphasis on defense has been complemented by the development of great playmakers and strikers who can break down the opposition's defense, such as Alessandro Del Piero and Francesco Totti. Serie A has had its ups and downs in terms of financial strength, with the league experiencing significant growth in the 1980s and 1990s, particularly in terms of its international appeal and TV revenues. The influx of foreign players during this time helped raise the league's profile globally. However, in the 2000s, Serie A faced a number of challenges, including financial difficulties and the impact of scandals, notably the 2006 Italian football scandal, which involved match-fixing allegations. The scandal resulted in the relegation of Juventus and the stripping of their 2004 to 2005 and 2005 to 2006 titles. Despite these setbacks, Serie A has managed to maintain its status as one of the top football leagues in Europe, constantly adapting to the changing landscape of football. The tactical approach of Italian football, particularly the Catenaccio system, has had a profound impact on the global game. This defensive strategy, which focuses on a strong defense and quick counterattacks, was widely adopted in Italy and influenced many teams in other countries. While the tactical discipline remains a hallmark of Serie A, the league has seen a shift towards more open and attacking football in recent years, with clubs embracing new coaching philosophies and strategies. Serie A clubs have also had a significant impact in European competitions, with Italian teams regularly competing at the highest level in both the Champions League and the Europa League. Juventus, in particular, has been a frequent contender, reaching the final of the Champions League multiple times. AC Milan, with their storied history, has also enjoyed great success in European tournaments, winning the Champions League several times. The success of Italian clubs in Europe further solidifies Serie A's position as one of the premier football leagues in the world. Off the pitch, Serie A has been instrumental in shaping the football culture in Italy. The league is deeply rooted in the country's history and social fabric, with football fans displaying a passionate and loyal following for their local clubs. The rivalry between teams like Juventus and Inter Milan, or AC Milan and Inter Milan, is legendary, with these derby matches drawing immense crowds and generating fierce competition. The passionate fan base also leads to some of the most intense atmospheres in world football, with iconic stadiums like Juventus Allianz Stadium, Milan San Siro, and Roma Stadio Olimpico serving as the home ground for some of the league's most successful teams. Serie A has undergone various changes in its structure, with the introduction of the playoff system in the 1960s and the eventual expansion to 20 teams in the modern era. The league also introduced financial fair play regulations to ensure that clubs operate within their means and avoid financial mismanagement, a problem that had previously plagued some clubs in the 1990s and 2000s. In terms of global influence, Serie A has remained a prominent fixture in the world's sporting landscape. The The league attracts viewers from all over the world, and Italian football is often regarded as one of the most tactical and technical in the sport. It also serves as an important destination for both emerging talents and established stars seeking new challenges in Europe. The ability of Serie A clubs to scout and develop top-tier talent remains one of the key features of the league, as they continue to invest in youth academies and player development systems. In recent years, Serie A has experienced a resurgence, with younger stars like Paulo Dybala, Romelu Lukaku, and Lautaro Martinez making their mark. The competition has also witnessed a more open and competitive league, with more teams challenging the traditional giants of Juventus, AC Milan, and Inter Milan. As a result, Serie A continues to maintain its reputation for high-quality football and remains a coveted destination for top players and coaches. As the league continues to grow and evolve, it remains a central pillar of Italy's footballing culture and global sporting prominence. Serie A's continued growth in recent years has been accompanied by a significant increase in media exposure and sponsorship deals. This has helped bolster the financial strength of clubs, although some still struggle with debt and financial instability. The introduction of centralized television rights and more lucrative broadcasting deals has led to an influx of revenue, which has allowed clubs to reinvest in their infrastructure, player acquisitions, and overall squad strength. Despite some of the financial challenges, Serie A remains a league where talent development is a central focus. Italian clubs are renowned for their youth academies, with many producing future stars who go on to become household names in world football. Clubs like Atalanta, Napoli, and Fiorentina have built reputations for nurturing young talent, making Serie A an attractive option for young players looking to make a name for themselves. While Juventus has traditionally dominated the league in terms of titles in the 21st century, other clubs like Napoli, Roma, and Lazio have shown that Serie A is no longer a two-horse race between Juventus and the Milan giants. The emergence of these clubs, alongside the established powerhouses, has contributed to a more unpredictable and exciting league in recent seasons. Napoli's 2022-2023 title win, for example, was seen as a remarkable achievement that broke Juventus' dominance, proving that Serie A remains a competitive and ever-evolving league. In terms of coaching, Serie A has attracted some of the world's top managerial minds. Coaches such as Antonio Conte, Massimiliano Allegri, Jose Mourinho, and Luciano Spalletti have made their mark on the league, each bringing their tactical philosophies and leadership styles to Italian clubs. The tactical battle on the sidelines is just as important as what happens on pitch, with Serie A known for its strategic approaches to games, often focusing on precise organization and adaptability. Serie A's global appeal also extends to its fan base, which includes millions of supporters both inside Italy and around the world. While some of the league's most iconic clubs are based in the major cities, smaller clubs such as Bologna, Udinese, and Empoli still manage to draw passionate fan bases with deep regional roots in Italian football culture. The sense of identity and belonging that football clubs provide to their fans is vital in Serie A, where rivalries are fierce and local pride plays a major role in the sport. The Italian Football Federation, FIGC, which oversees Serie A, has also been active in implementing reforms to improve the league's competitiveness and global standing. From financial regulations to efforts to enhance stadiums and fan experiences, the FIGC plays a crucial role in shaping the direction of Serie A. Stadiums across Italy have undergone significant upgrades in recent years, with many clubs renovating or rebuilding their ground to improve the matchday experience for fans and to meet UEFA standards for European competitions. A significant part of Serie A's charm comes from its rich history and tradition. The league is filled with iconic moments, legendary players, and unforgettable matches that have helped shape the narrative of Italian football. From the golden era of the 1980s and 1990s, when clubs like Juventus, Milan, and Inter dominated both domestically and in Europe, to the more recent triumphs and challenges, Serie A has constantly evolved. The passion, history, and tactical depth of the league ensure that it remains one of the most beloved and respected football competitions in the world. While Serie A continues to compete with other top European leagues such as the English Premier League, La Liga, and the Bundesliga, it holds a unique place in footballing culture. Its distinct style of play, famous clubs, and storied history make it a league that football fans across the globe continue to watch and admire. Whether it's the thrilling derby matches, the incredible individual performances, or the sheer drama of a title race, Serie A has shown it can still capture the imaginations of football fans worldwide. The future of Serie A seems promising, with continued investment in player development, club infrastructure, and league-wide competition. While the landscape of world football continues to change, Italy's Serie A remains a cornerstone of the sport's rich history and continues to evolve with the demands of modern football. The league's ability to attract top talent, coupled with its tactical legacy, ensures that it will remain a major player in the global football scene for years to come. As Serie A moves forward, it faces several challenges and opportunities that could shape its future. One of the key areas of focus is a growing financial disparity between Serie A and other European leagues, particularly the Premier League, which has significantly outpaced Serie A in terms of broadcasting revenue, commercial deals, and sponsorship. To bridge this gap, Serie A has been looking to increase its international presence, both by expanding its global fan base and by creating more lucrative broadcasting agreements that can boost financial sustainability for clubs. Moreover, Serie A has been focusing on the modernization of its stadiums, which are seen as a crucial element in enhancing the matchday experience for fans and generating additional revenue streams. Unlike some of their European counterparts, many Italian clubs still play in outdated stadiums, which can limit matchday income and the overall fan experience. Several clubs, including AS Roma and Juventus, have undertaken an ambitious project to either renovate their existing stadiums or build entirely new ones. If successful, this could provide Serie A clubs with a competitive advantage in attracting new fans, both domestically and internationally, while also improving the overall financial health of the league. Another area that Serie A is working to address is the development of women's football, which has gained significant attention in recent years. Serie A Femminile, the top tier of women's football in Italy, has seen growing investment and improvement in the quality of play. Clubs like Juventus, AS Roma, and AC Milan have made major strides in developing their women's teams, and the league is becoming increasingly popular with fans. As more attention is given to women's football, Serie A aims to continue expanding its visibility and establishing itself as a leading league in Europe for women's football as well. Serie A's strength also lies in its youth development systems, which have historically produced some of the finest footballing talent in the world. Italy's strong footballing culture, combined with its well-established youth academies, ensures that the league remains a fertile ground for the development of young players. This has been evident with several homegrown talents making their mark in Serie A, such as Niccolò Zaniolo, Moise Kean, and Sandro Tonali, to name a few. Italian clubs continue to prioritize the integration of youth players into first-team squads, and this emphasis on nurturing homegrown talent ensures that Serie A remains a breeding ground for future footballing stars. On the international stage, Serie A clubs continue to compete with the best in European competitions. Although Italian clubs have not been as dominant in recent years in the Champions League, they remain formidable opponents. Juventus' consistent appearances in the later stages of the competition and the resurgence of AC Milan, who won the 2023 Scudetto, demonstrates that Serie A teams can still compete at the highest level. Inter Milan's strong performances in European competitions in recent seasons also showcase the potential for Serie A clubs to make a significant impact on the international stage. Furthermore, Serie A's partnerships with other leagues and organizations, both within Europe and globally, help to keep the league competitive. The increasing number of Italian players and coaches taking their talents abroad, and conversely, the influx of foreign talent into Serie A creates an environment where the league is constantly learning and evolving. These global exchanges of footballing ideas, tactics, and strategies only serve to elevate the standard of play within the league. Off the pitch, Serie A continues to be a driving force in shaping Italian football culture. Italian football fans are among the most passionate in the world, with deep rivalries and fierce regional pride fueling the atmosphere of the league. Rivalries such as the Milan derby between AC Milan and Inter Milan, the Derby della Capitale between Roma and Lazio, and the fierce battles between Juventus and Napoli ensure that the league remains exciting, both in terms of competitive balance and the emotional intensity surrounding these matches. These rivalries bring an added layer of drama to the league, making it more captivating for viewers both in Italy and internationally. Finally, the long-standing legacy of Serie A cannot be overlooked. The league has contributed significantly to the history of football, with iconic players like Alessandro Del Piero, Paolo Maldini, Francesco Totti, Roberto Baggio, and Gianluigi Buffon, leaving an indelible mark on the sport. The tactical brilliance, defensive solidity, and creativity that Italian football has showcased over the years have influenced generations of coaches and players worldwide. Serie A's commitment to footballing excellence, combined with its rich tradition and history, ensures that it will continue to be a central part of global football for decades to come. In conclusion, Serie A stands as one of the most respected and historic football leagues in the world. Despite facing challenges, the league continues to evolve, finding new ways to compete on the global stage while maintaining its strong traditions. With a focus on youth development, modernization of infrastructure, and an ever-growing international fan base, Serie A remains at the heart of Italian football and will continue to be a significant force in shaping the future of the sport. Through its passionate supporters, storied clubs, and rich history, Serie A ensures that it remains one of the most exciting and influential leagues in the world.